So before God do anything, there are functionaries that he sent. The first functionaries are watchers and intercessors, men that are burdened for the land. You don't know why everybody get an admission and they leave Akwanga. You remain in Akwanga. Everybody got a scholarship and they leave. You get a scholarship, you want to leave. The Lord say don't go, remain in Akwanga. And you wonder, what is it about Akwanga? There is nothing. It's because God wants to put you among part of the functionaries. He's trying to put you among the watchers. And it doesn't matter your gender, you can be one among them. Because apart from, if you read the book of Luke chapter 2, apart from Prophet Simon, there was a woman definition, Prophetess Anne. And both of them tried to die, they cannot die. For the first time when a God was born on the earth, a God was taken to a man to be dedicated. How can you dedicate a man as a God? It was only a watcher that had the rank to dedicate God, because he has lived before the time of that God. And in that day, when Mary and Joseph, I don't know who told them, they brought Jesus to the hand of this man, and this man looked upon. There are prophets in that temple. There are the Sanhedrin. There are the Pharisees. There are the Sadducees. There is the high priest. They were not qualified to dedicate Jesus. They know the place of a watcher. They know the place of an intercessor. And they took Jesus to him, and Jesus heard him. He said, oh my God, for my eyes have seen the King. For my eyes have seen the consolation of Israel. Oh God, let thy servant depart now in peace. And he began to proclaim blessings upon him. He began to proclaim blessings upon him. Before God do a revival, he sent watchers and intercessors. My friends, you are not that important. I know you wear a fine cloth. Your clothes is a waste of time. We are looking for a definition about your life that men cannot see in the physical. Are you a watcher? Are you an intercessor? As a watcher, you must have interceded for so long. There is nothing about your life. The Bible said the woman was a widow. She had nothing to gain. When people, their husband died, they look for another person to fall in love. But this woman, she fall in love with prayer. Prayer became her love language. And she held on to the way of the sword. And she was praying every day. Alina Iveri Alaha. Let the consolation of Israel not be captured. And by the intercession of this woman and the prophet Simon, the Bible says Jesus was revealed. There are so many watchers in Akwanga. You may not know them, but they are the ones that are praying that you be unlocked. Many of them, the Lord is showing them visions and dreams about your life, and yet again you pass every day, you insult them and you despise them. Your life will remain the way it is forever. If Paul, after he was encountered by Jesus, Jesus referred him to a watcher. When you are encountered, God will refer you to a watcher or an intercessor. You must join yourself to one, and they will tell you what you should do. There are men on the earth who have become gods. You can look upon them and despise them because they are Koro, because they are Alago, because they are Egon. None of their tribe matters. You say Melchizedek is a man without father, without mother. He doesn't have a physical genealogy. Daughters of covenant, daughters of incense, the sisters of the constellations of the Pleiades, people that understand the Mazzaroth, people that understand the definition of the constellation have been unlocked. You don't know why you wake up at 2 a.m. at night and you wake up by 4 a.m. You don't know why you have an encounter by 2 afternoon. There's a definition of time watch and time gauge that you must be able to keep on to it. You don't know why a spirit come to wake you at a certain time. It was because a pool is stirred up. It's not because you are too special. It's because there's a promotion in the spirit and there's a place you occupy. And the destiny of people lies upon you. You may look too small and you wonder why. When Mary encountered by that angel, she said, how can this thing be, seeing that I know no man? Sometimes we wonder, how can this thing be, seeing that I did not go to a school of ministry, seeing that my age is just 20 years old, seeing that I'm just 15 years old. Oh God, how can this thing be? Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings, I will ordain praise. In the days when God wanted to speak to Job, he didn't use the wise men, because the wise men could not understand the conundrum upon the life of Job. God used a man named Elihu. He was a small boy among them, and age could not define wisdom. Many of you here are having more encounters than us. You are seeing more vision than us, just that you are not bold enough. You cannot be able to speak it, and sometimes because you have not aligned yourself with the camp. There is a definition of intercessors and watchers that God must reveal. And as a watcher, you must have grown as an intercessor to a point where you have become a general, and now you can see from afar off.